Ex-Prince Andrew playing hardball in explosive standoff with King Charles, demands royal staff. Luxury perks and freedom to roam as he refuses confinement in downgraded Norfolk home. In a royal showdown that's gripping Buckingham Palace like a thriller plot. The disgraced former Prince Andrew, now stripped bare as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, is digging in his heels. Playing hardball with demands for a lavish entourage of staff, gourmet cooks, and even the right to roam freely. Refusing to be confined to quarters in his impending exile to a modest Norfolk cottage on the Sandringham estate. Sources close to the negotiations paint a picture of a defiant Duke who, despite losing his HRH, princely title, military affiliations, and £1 million annual allowance, is insisting on an appropriate home and a rota of staff fit for the son. However debased, of a queen and the father of 2 royal princesses. According to the Daily Mail's bombshell report, Andrew's shopping list includes a private cook whipping up his favorite game pie, a full-time housekeeper, a secretary cum butler to manage his diary, what's left of it, and a team of gardeners to tend the grounds, all on the taxpayer's dime, or what's remaining of his brother's goodwill. The standoff centers on Andrew's eviction from the sprawling 30-room Royal Lodge in Windsor. Served via formal notice last month after King Charles finally pulled the plug on his brother's £3 million annual security bill. The proposed downgrade? A 5-bedroom cottage on the Sandringham estate, dubbed Wood Farm in some reports. The very same property where Prince Philip spent his retirement years in quiet isolation. But Andrew, 65, is reportedly horrified at the prospect of being confined there, demanding the right to roam without restrictions. He's even banned from riding in Windsor Castle grounds to avoid public sightings. A humiliating measure that sources say has left him furious and isolated. Disgraced Andrew, it is understood, is playing hardball, the insider revealed. He will certainly go quietly and allow the royal family to save face, but he has conditions and he isn't prepared to give much ground on them. At the top of his list, ironclad guarantees on long-term funding, with Prince William looming as future king. And no secret of his disdain for his uncle's scandals, Andrew fears his £250,000 a year pocket money from Charles could vanish overnight. There is the question of future-proofing any deal, the source added. There is also the question of long-term funding and housing. Andrew wants guarantees that whatever is agreed won't be ripped up when William takes the throne. The demands come amid fresh waves of scrutiny. Just last week, U.S. Congress ramped up calls for Andrew's testimony in the ongoing Epstein probes, while Liberal Democrats in Westminster push for a full Commons debate on his conduct. And the £3 million Royal Lodge renovations he allegedly funded with dodgy deals. Sarah Ferguson, still cohabiting at the lodge despite her cancer battles, is said to be desperately mediating, urging Andrew to compromise for the sake of daughters Beatrice, pregnant with her second child, and Eugenie, who remain firmly in the royal fold with Sandringham Christmas invites. Palace aides are reportedly exasperated. The king has been more than generous for decades, one told the Mail. But Andrew's refusal to accept reality is holding everything up. With the move slated for early 2026, negotiations drag on behind closed doors at Clarence House, where Charles, battling his own health issues, is said to be at the end of his tether. As winter closes in on Windsor, the once mighty Duke of York clings to the trappings of privilege in a mansion he can no longer afford. Will Charles cave to his brother's demands? Or will Andrew finally be forced into the quiet Norfolk cottage he dreads? One thing's certain. This royal eviction is turning into the longest, and most expensive, goodbye in modern monarchy history.